Hey gang, this is Pete, and thanks very much for taking the time to watch. So what are these strange looking buildings that you're looking at, and why am I showing them to you? Well, they're Earthships, and they represent what's possible when human integrity, compassion, and ingenuity all come together to create something that's truly inspiring and meaningful. In this case, radically sustainable buildings that contribute significantly to the environment and social responsibility. And this summer, I'm going to help build one. For 5 weeks, I'll be in Alberta, Canada, as one of 50 volunteers helping in the construction of a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home from start to finish and 100% off the grid from the moment we break ground on the construction site. We are donating our time away from homes and families and businesses, extensive labor, all on our own nickel, to help these folks because they provide a really important contribution to the environment, and they set a powerful example for the rest of us to consider how we might better care for the environment without sacrificing our chosen lifestyles and regardless of where and how we live. So what is this project and what makes it so exciting and important? Well, there are several characteristics that make these buildings truly unique and significant. First, they are constructed almost exclusively from waste materials. That is, stuff that we use and then throw away as garbage, but which has tremendous potential for being recycled to create new things that are both beautiful and functional. These materials are taken as is without processing, reconditioning, or remanufacturing, and without the environmental and financial cost of being transported to a landfill or otherwise disposed of. The primary building blocks that form the load-bearing structure and exterior walls are automotive and truck tires packed with excavated earth taken right from the building site. These form heavy, indestructible, insulated thermal mass bricks, essentially. There are millions of these sitting in piles, landfills, or worse, being burned with extremely toxic effects. Bottles and aluminum cans are also a huge source of waste and pollution and are used extensively in these homes. Now, the cans don't have any insulating or other functional properties. They simply take up space in walls and other parts of the structure, thus greatly reducing the amount of concrete required. Bottles do the same, but with the advantage of letting light through, which can be both functional and aesthetically pleasing. In other words, really cool looking. Secondly, these homes are fully self-sustaining and off the grid. The building, the earth it sits on, its inhabitants, and the sun all form a relationship to provide everything needed to live safely and comfortably with no dependence on outside resources and with little appreciable waste. And I'm not just talking about the power for our gadgets and computers and fridges and washers and lights. I'm also talking water harvesting, waste management, climate control, and year-round food production. All of these things are provided in such a way that responsibly uses and preserves the Earth's natural resources. The interior temperature of the house is regulated year-round in any location or climate by configuring the structure's dimensions and position to optimize the solar and geothermal energy that both come free of charge just by being there, and which can be used to heat and cool the house. And finally, these things are built by large groups of volunteers assisting a small construction crew of Earthship employees, drastically reducing the labor costs and the completion times. We will finish this house from start to finish in just 5 weeks, and the homeowners themselves will be in the trenches working right alongside us throughout the build. The entire crew will be camping old school on the build site in tents and working 6 hard, long, and hot days each week until the job is done, and I can't wait to get started. Now, I know most of these photos depict homes that look pretty radical, eclectic, and certainly unconventional, and those are the ones that I personally find especially beautiful and appealing, but they don't have to be. Dozens of Earthships of varying designs have been constructed all over the world, all climates, all lat longs, for better than 30 years now, and the more recent designs have square corners, clean lines, and more closely resemble traditional modern architecture. But regardless of the specific design, these structures all share the same functionality and sustainability. There's actually an Earthship underway in Manhattan as we speak. This animated video depicts the actual structure that I'll be helping to build starting next week. It's a pretty big home, and I'm certainly no construction engineer or builder. I'm just going to be one of the guys doing what I'm told, but we will all be involved in every aspect of the project, and I'm still quite amazed that this can be done in 5 weeks, but I can't wait to find out. And I'm not suggesting that we abandon our homes to build and live in one of these things, though I very well may. But the innovative ideas and technologies realized by this organization and others like it are really powerful representations of what I'm sure one day will become pretty critical change agents if we are to adapt and survive in our dynamic world, for our benefit and that of those that follow us. An important consideration is how to apply sustainable living concepts to urban environments in which many of us now live and will only get more populated as time goes on. These are some of the key questions I'll be looking to answer during my time with these very talented and visionary people. So, by generating awareness of such accomplishments through our rapidly growing population and sharing that acquired knowledge that made them possible, we open doors to infinite and exciting potential to improve the quality of life for everyone. And my goal is to capture the entire experience with audio and video footage and a written journal of all the observations and insights, including interviews with everyone involved. So when I return, this data will be compiled into a revealing presentation that I hope will inspire others in our communities to consider what can be done to expand our contributions towards a better future, and which I really look forward to sharing with any audience that expresses interest. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch. I really appreciate it, and any support that you can provide. And if you know anybody else that is interested in such things, please do share this and spread the word. Thanks again. Take very good care, and I look forward to speaking with you sometime soon. Bye bye now.